I think we're taking advantage of some situations too. I think so. I think we've always known that we've come out here before and been able to compete against these kind of the top 10 teams in the world. But our consistency has usually let us down. So I think if there's a mission involved in anything, it's going to be that we maintain the level we've been playing all week. Whereas in the past, I've been kind of we've had some ups and downs, so I'm trying to eliminate those, and so far we haven't. So far we've been successful with that mission. I kind of relish the underdog role. I've been around this event long enough where I've come into this event as one of the top 2 favorite teams back in the 2000s. But so I've kind of relished the underdog role. I think these teams know that traditionally we always give them a challenge, and I think that means a lot. But at the same rate, when we've beaten those big teams in the past, we haven't been able to kind of consolidate it with a few more wins after that. So, and I think that's going back to the mission. That's the mission this week, is to not let that happen. Oh, you take that one.
That's a good question. I think everybody's kind of been on the same page right off the bat, and I think we're all, like James was saying earlier, we've all got the same goal of being focused and trying to be as consistent as possible. And we all want to win. I know that we're not the favorite here this week, but we think we're playing well. We think we can win if we all play together. And I know it's not probably in the script for us to win this thing, but sometimes the best stories aren't part of the script. So hopefully we can win a few more games.
And James, I was just wondering, how did you get the Jimmy the Kid nickname?
Yeah, that was my first Brier in 1997. We got on a little bit of a roll. I think we went 8-3 in the round robin, and I think it was Vic Router or Ray Turnbull at the time that all of a sudden it popped up in the papers, and I think it helped that it was in Calgary, so it was kind of a cowtown Western theme to it anyway. So it kind of stuck. Here I am, 46 years old, and I still can't go in a room without somebody yelling Jimmy the Kid at me. Well, they've been nice to us, actually. They've kind of alternated between the nose swabs and the throat swabs. So I think that's kind of given the nose a chance to kind of heal up after those tests. But I think I've been lucky enough to kind of stay away from any testing. Haven't had the need all year, but I know 3 days before we came here, we were had our first one before we left home. So that was my first experience with it. But overall, it's been pretty seamless, it's been pretty easy. So maybe I have a tough nose. I don't know. I was kind of curious, especially the ones at home. We were kind of, there's some logistical stuff to kind of figure out how to get that done. But ever since we got here, we were running to the testing room to try to get it done, and checking our emails every 5 minutes and hitting refresh button, waiting to get that negative tested so we could order some food, maybe get together, have a little team meeting and that sort of thing. So those test results have been anxiously awaited. Yeah, the test that we look forward to the most, I think, was the one where it allowed us to kind of order some outside food and get together in our rooms and have a little meeting and a debrief at the end of the night, even have a decompress and have a little drink at the end of the night to kind of put us to bed. But apart from that, like you said, it's we're just getting the results and moving on.
I don't know. Use numbers to make decisions in life seems like a good idea. That's kind of what we do in curling a bit. That's why I love having Casey in the house. He isn't as ridiculous as some of my calls are. He at least gets what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and usually is supportive and knows when it's time to just pump the brakes on my ridiculousness. So yeah, we try and use numbers to make decisions. I mean, my gut's not that accurate.
You're obviously not alone. We saw Matt Dunstone give up one yesterday against Gushu to have the hammer in the last end. Like, there's things that might surprise the average viewer, but do you think a lot of curlers are starting to think that way?
I think the great skips tend to be control freaks. It's really hard it's really hard to become a great skip and not be a kind of a control freak. So having the last shot really makes them feel good about themselves. So I think it's a common thing that us skips want to do. We want to throw that last shot. That's why we're here.
I'm just just really enjoying the week. I think we got a great group of guys. Stay back in the third position. I don't think I've played there since juniors, but no, I think it's a good fit with Jay and like with Matt and Connor. Like, it's natural, so it's easy to kind of liaison back and forth between three buddies. It's a fun spot to be, getting a call line on Jay's, and getting to sweep a little and do a bit of everything. I'm
Hey.
enjoying it.
We love to curl, and this is what has to happen to curl safely. Like, it was pretty apparent that you couldn't curl in a non-bubble situation, and Curling Canada's done an amazing job setting up a bubble that we can play the sport we love, and couldn't be happier. I mean, there's some bumps in the road, but there always is.
You'd certainly rather not have to get, especially when your nose is shaped like mine, you'd rather not have to try to find the way back there. But just to be able to kind of play and make this event happen, it's definitely worth it. It's 2 seconds of minor torture to kind of get days of funness. Yeah, the first few days I think we had like just kind of anxious to kind of get the negative test results so we could get together and kind of start planning out the week. And definitely didn't. I have no idea what happened behind the scenes, how my sample moved, and what kind of test rig it went into. So just more interested in making sure that we're clean and we're doing everything we can to kind of minimize probability of contracting the virus. Yeah, I just think he's always been very good, and his demeanor and I think he's just growing into just managing rock so much better. Reading the ice, awesome. Like he's a very good player, and I just think that the biggest growth would probably be just in demeanor and how we carry ourselves and kind of interact and kind of work together. Like we're having honest conversations and we're doing it in constructive ways and just really kind of trying to patiently coax the stones down there. Oh, 100%. This is awesome, and just like 3 great guys. We're playing high stakes cribbage back in the room and watching lots of curling. Doesn't get much better. If you can implant the family here, it'd be a home run.
Yeah, every game's important. Our backs are against the wall here. We've got a long way to go. But hey, it is what it is, and we're gonna battle and fight no matter what. Rust?
Yes, like
You know what? We've really done a great job, I think, of anticipating everything. We've put together a great plan, and I think now it's just we're at a point where we got to make sure we come out each and every game with just a lot of heart. I don't think that I think the rust is off. I think we're throwing the rock great. I think we're very close, and like I said, we're just going to keep plugging away and just treat every single shot like it's the last shot we're going to play.
Well, I'd rather be 5-0, but you know what? Last year we were 1-3. We ran off 6 of 7, I think, made it into playoffs. So yeah, we're capable. We're close, like Brad said. Today we played well, and we're just a little off, but we're really close to putting it together. And you know what? I think we're a great team. And like I said, we've done this before, and we're just going to take one game at a time, one shot at a time, and just play our hearts out. Yeah, we've had to throw one as well, but I've had it before. We had it coming here, so it's, you know what? Swab me every single day. If that means we have to come here and play the Brier and get swabbed every day, I'll do that. So we're just fortunate. We're very grateful to be here. Curling Canada and Alberta Health has done a tremendous job, and you know what? We feel extremely safe. And like I said, I'd get swabbed every day to be able to play right now. Honestly, once the test happens, I pretty much forget about it until I get that email from Danny saying we're all good. So it's not a distraction at all. It's just get your tests. It's just part of the process right now, and just kind of move forward and wait for your result. But yeah, they've done a great job so far.
I'll say something for you, Donna. I care zero about what goes on behind the scenes. I know nothing about it, and that's why we leave that to the professionals. And like Ryan said, they're doing a great job. I will say on the nose swab, they're a little more aggressive out here in Alberta than they are in Ontario. We had a nosebleed. We've seen a nosebleed at this point, but hey, like Ryan said, it's whatever needs to get done to be able to play. We're fully in support of it, and everyone's done a fantastic job so far.
You know what? We got very fortunate that that Mike's Rock paper ticked the top one, it actually ended up in a really good spot for us. So it was very fortunate for us the way it worked out. And as it turned out, I just had to throw it hard somewhere down the edge of the center line, and all the rocks were in the right spots. You know what? It's a lot of fun to be kind of be the old guy on the ice and playing against the young guys, and playing with three young guys that jack me up a little bit more, make me feel like I'm 25 again.
Did you think the team would be playing this strongly against some of these top teams in the world?
I knew they would play this strong. I had no doubt in my mind. Did you not see Scott out there today? Just run back, double, run back, freeze. He's, he actually made the shot that won us a game. It was his rock that was shot rock at the end of that 10th end there. So, just one great shot after another. And you know what? I give a lot of credit to the guys that game. I missed a bad 1 in 8, and they hung in there and kept pushing me along. And we just kept plugging along, and turned out, like I say, we got the win in the end.
You know what? It's awesome. I was fortunate enough to play with Wayne few years ago and before the accident, and it's awesome. He was one of my childhood legends, and we hang out all the time. So it's awesome. And to play in a Brier with him skipping and throwing it as good as he is right now, it's just a dream come true. So, and have my dad on the team as well. It's awesome. So one of the best in the game right here.
Rock, please.
You know what? It's still early in the week, and you know what? We'll just take it as one game at a time. And today the inches went in our favor, and yesterday they didn't go in our favor. And you know what? Let's hope the trend is going the right direction, and we can just keep some momentum going.
Yeah, no, he's filling the role pretty good. Obviously sucks that he's not out here, but who else would you rather on your team than Wayne? So no, he's filling the role. He coached Muirhead for a number of years, so he's got that coaching background, and I think it's a great team dynamic that we have here with Glenn and Wayne. But yeah, no, he's filling the role, and he's getting our mindset before the game. We're talking strategy, and it's working really well so far this week.
You know what? Dave and Tim already have taught me so much in directional sweeping in 4 games. It's unbelievable how the game has changed that way. And you know what? I don't say it's better or worse. It's just different than it was 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago when I played in my first Brier.